Welcome back to the Unanimous Decision Podcast. I am your host, D-Palm. Follow me on Instagram, Blue Square, everywhere you got it, at DPalm66. Follow the show on YouTube. That's right, YouTube, dragging this podcast into 2015, one episode at a time. The YouTube handle is at UDPod66. You found us. Don't you dare lose us. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and everywhere you get your podcasts for free. $99. We're back again, but as always, we're brought to you by DanielPalmerMortgages.com. If you can pay your rent, you can pay a mortgage. It's my job to help you qualify. Now, make sure you check out my other podcasting venture, Life, Love, and Real Estate. We had a new episode drop this past Wednesday talking about home. I got to talk about going up to camp and kind of defining kind of what home is for you. It could be a person, place, a feeling, but we wanted to talk about that and kind of the many benefits of having your home and having that be an anchor for you as you move through the world. You're not here to talk about that. You're here to talk about ball. And Felder, guys. Say hi to Felder.
We're here to talk about ball, man. Let's talk about ball. I'm being serious.
Let's talk about it. You know, it's you, though. We get the Felder free space. Oh, we're skipping it?
No, we're not skipping it. I got like, it's not that I got fucked today. It's just that, like, we had a new dad that wanted to be a part of drop off. He happens to know a bunch of people that I went to school with. So I have windows built into my life. So when I leave that school at 7:47, that gives me, we're a one-car household.
Prompt.
7:47, right? So hang on, let me do the math. 7:47, I leave that school. I get to the Harris Teeter at about 7:52. 7:52, from 7:52 to 8:12. 8:12 is when I do my grocery shopping. And then I'm back home by 8:17, where then my wife can go to work at 8:20. That's how I do it. 3 minutes to unload the car. Those 3. The travel time, that's 5. The other travel time, that's 5. Shop time, 52, that's 20. I give myself about 20 minutes to shop. So that's 10, 5, 10, 25, 28 minutes. And I was talking to this guy because he knows a bunch of my friends. So I talked to him, and he's a nice guy. I like Kyle. This is not a knock on Kyle at all.
Shout out Kyle. What up, Kyle?
Shout out Kyle. Hope you come back. You really did help with getting the kids out of the cars and stuff. But 28 of those minutes got eaten up. And now I got to go to the grocery store on Friday, which I don't like to do. So there's that. Then we got a voicemail to the show about a guy. Let me ask you about this, because this is going to come out before our show comes out.
Okay.
So this is a neighbor. Guy calls in about his neighbor. Calls in the Hand in the Dirt, a Gardening podcast.
Well, first of all, thank you. All right. Yeah.
Calls in about his neighbor. His neighbor has a sign that says unwelcome, which the vibe that we got was that it was a sign that is there forever, not just like a Halloween spooky season thing.
This is the vibe of the home. Okay.
They have a man hanging by a noose. Not the ghouls. Like, you know, the ghouls that are on fishing line, right? You know those.
Yeah.
Just a man, like a man, like a full man hanging from a noose. As part of their Halloween decorations. Now, in my mind, if you decorate for Halloween, what do you want?
Attention.
Trick-or-treaters.
Oh, trick-or-treaters too. Yeah, you're right.
So you're taking your kid to a guy that like some strange fruit shit?
Oh, no, me and that gentleman are having a conversation.
And that's what we said. We said, if it's your neighbor, you have to be like, this is not good. Like the ghouls,
yeah,
ghouls.
The things of, that's different.
Yeah, that's different than.
Can I be real? Can I be really real for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
This is why I don't live around white people.
Sure. I'm assuming they're white too.
I can't imagine they're not.
Yeah. But it's crazy.
That's for the record. That's the biggest wrinkle. If it's not a white person, then I have 1,000 more questions.
We got 12-foot skeleton. This is royal we. This ain't me. I've done the best that I could for Halloween. We have 3 pumpkins in the front of our house. It's the wackest shit that I do every year. 3 pumpkins outside, 1 for each of us, and some mums. That's it. I'm not putting the 12-foot skeleton up. I'm not making a graveyard in my front yard. Not doing it. What I will do, mind you, I will take the table down to the end of the driveway. I will sit in one of my camping chairs. I will have a cooler filled with beers and White Claws. I will have a bucket filled with candy for kids. And then I'll have a jack-o'-lantern next to me. Last year we did Lil Wayne. This year we're doing Bill Belichick, which, yes, we can get to it. But I'm doing a Bill Belichick. I might do a full scarecrow of Bill Belichick. Because look what I have right here.
What you got?
North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
2002.
For the audio audience, the University of North Carolina 2002 football camp official shirt.
I was number 145. So, I wasn't that good.
That's also what he weighed that year.
Nah, don't play me. By that time I got up to 170.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
But when I did say this, someone said,
all right, I apologize.
I did. Listen, when I went to high school, I did weigh 145 pounds. When I was going from 8th to 9th grade, I did weigh 100. That is a real thing for sure. But yeah, I think I'm going to go broomstick in the jack-o'-lantern. So I'm going to carve it from underneath, broomstick up, get the candles in there, shirt on with my UNC sweatpants. Of
course.
And I'm going to carve straight line eyebrows, straight line mouth, and then cut up a little bit of pieces for an angry face.
I like that.
My wife and kid are going to make it fun. Yeah, they're going to know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? I'm going to take pictures. I'll take pictures of it.
Please. I promise you we'll get to Bill. But make sure y'all listen to Hand in the Dirt. I'll be listening with bated breath now because now I'm super curious.
We have our Halloween show coming up. So next week we're going to tape our Halloween show.
Right on.
So if you have any Halloween thoughts, any sorts of if you have thoughts about the news thing, if you have thoughts about just how much will you decorate, how much do you decorate, what's your setup like, 336-448-3607. Because what I've realized is I have a long driveway. It's easier if I just sit out there. And I got college football on the iPad. And just so you know, for folks, I know what is this? A Felder Friday, right?
Felder Friday.
Just so you know, Halloween will be buck wild this year. I hope you're ready for it because it's on a Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be, this Halloween will be buck wild.
We're going to talk about that next week, you and I, because this used to be my favorite holiday when I was a single man.
I mean, I like dressing up, but I'll dress up for what is it?
I may leave a voicemail. This may get me to leave a voicemail.
Good. Leave a voicemail. I used to get dressed up for theme parties and cocktails and all that. Halloween I'm not
willing to say what I used to do on my airwaves because my parents listen to this, but I will call yours and do it there.
Here's the thing. Halloween was I lost in back-to-back years. I lost 2 recruits on Halloween, and not lost they didn't commit. I lost them they were gone.
For the record, there's 99% of our listeners who thought you meant didn't get the recruit. I knew you meant you lost the kid.
They were gone
immediately.
I don't know where they were.
Did I ever tell you about my recruiting visit to Columbia?
No.
Great. I was in wrestling season. I'll just really quick, then we'll get into football, I promise.
Yes.
in wrestling season. So like I am obviously not doing anything like super fun. I'm missed a tournament to go to New York. I'm the only kid there without his parents. This is an important footnote to the story. I'm staying with a dude, Keenan.
Yeah, y'all shit was cheap, man. Y'all didn't stay in a hotel.
No, we stayed in the dorms.
Yeah, that's crazy. I found that out when I was at UNC, and they were like, I dated a swimmer, and she was like, "Yeah, we got to have the recruit in there." And I was like, "Well, why can't I just come over tonight?" And she was like, "Well, we got the recruit in the room." So like, and I was like, "This is wild." Our recruit stayed at the Carolina Inn.
All right. Well, stop dunking on my school. Anyway,
so not your school, all the other sports too.
Anyway, my recruiter, the guy who had me as a host, we went to a party. I lost his ass. He got a little lost in the sauce. I get adopted by the starting running back, Rashad Biggers, who ends up being I end up being in his wedding. He ends up being in my wedding, one of my best friends in the world. But yeah, I was one of the many lost children on a recruiting trip.
Bro, listen, you lose somebody in New York City, you got a problem. That's bad. Situation. But if you lose someone in Chapel Hill on Halloween, that's also we have like 80 to 100,000 people just like up and down the street, and you're like, well, I'm never gonna find him.
I'm gonna go to my girlfriend's house over here. Doesn't belong here.
I'm gonna go to my girlfriend's house. I mean, I hope he finds his way back to the Carolina Inn, and then also wakes up in time to go to the meeting in the morning with the coach.
That last morning meeting's always a stretch.
But I was like, that's not a me problem right now. The me problem right now is I just want to touch a little bit and go see my girlfriend. And she lived right there. I can see where she lived. I don't know where you are, and I don't want to walk that way when I need to be this way.
Let's talk about the weekend that was in college football.
Yeah. We'll talk Penn State?
Man, I got the rundown. I got you, baby.
All right, let's go.
I'm used
to running the show. That's why.
I know you are. Just, hey, baby, just ride. I'm driving. I got this.
All right, let's do it.
So I went to council reunion on Camp Laney because I thought it was going to be a boring college football weekend. As always, I'm an idiot. I was on this show last week with you saying the words, I think this Oregon loss is a wake-up call for James Franklin. I think he's identified the problem, and now he can start to fix it. Felder, am I the dumbest man alive, or is that still James Franklin?
No, I just think that I think a lot of people felt the way that you felt, right? Yeah. Like you're not alone. Like in the words of Michael J, you are not alone. I'm going to say this. They were there with you. I was not.
I know.
Boy, they went out to UCLA and got
correctly identified a man who was in the midst of a crash out.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. Rick Neuheisel kid, Jerry, his name is Jerry. You got beat by Jerry.
Jerry don't know how the microphones work in the headsets.
That's the craziest part. For people that don't know, Jerry Neuheisel has been a position coach, so they don't have access to the comms in the helmet comms. So he was calling plays with his microphone up, and then he was when his microphone was down, he was pushing the wrong button. So the team was just playing. And guess what? They beat Penn State.
Beat the fool out of Penn State.
And I would say, I hope Penn State wins this week. I do. Because you know who they're playing this weekend, right?
Iowa. But they're playing Iowa on streaming. It's not even on TV anymore.
No. They're not playing. That's not who they're playing this week. Week 7?
Oh, my God. Is it Northwestern?
Yeah, boy. They could fuck off to hell forever. I hope they lose every single game. This is not a joke. This is not a bit. It's not a bit. I'm being serious as hell. I forgot the
Felder hater on Northwestern. You're not wrong. This is the get right game for Penn State. But let's not move past this. This is the biggest loss in my lifetime. The last time a top 10 team lost to an 0-4 or worse team was literally October 1985. I was born in July of that year. This fucking crazy. UCLA did not lead for one single second of a single solitary game through 4.
They didn't even have flukes. UNC at least led for a second a couple times.
UCLA got everyone fired. Everyone.
Yeah.
Before week 6. And then Jerry gets promoted on a Tuesday, can't work his shit on a Saturday.
Can't work their headphones.
Off the field. And gets carried off the field.
Yeah. That better have been champagne, by the way, that they were spraying in the locker room.
Does UCLA's program have champagne money?
They should. By the way, I'm working on something for later today. It should come out tomorrow. But there are 2 words that I need to have retired. Not to divert, but I think that back, like a team is back.
Like the U?
Yes. Okay, now I'm in the notebook.
Uh-oh. The book is out, y'all.
So, here. I think you need to retire back and sleeping giant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Especially in this NIL world. Because back
Texas, if Texas is good, they got good. Mm-hmm. You're not back. You're good. No. FSU, Miami, Penn State, USC, Virginia Tech, Alabama. You got good again, but Georgia's not back. Georgia, that's a good one. And then for sleeping giant, UNC, UCLA, SMU.
Man, they were fun like 3 years ago, though. They had a really good, oh, shit, they might have fixed something, and then it turned into what it was.
Yeah, this is a joke. We got to stop saying those words, and we got to stop. I also think we have to stop heaping these expectations on these children. And I call them children, kids, whatever. I know they're young adults, but you can't put that pressure on them. And to go, I don't know if you're ready to pivot into UNC, but I was talking to one of my friends, and he was like, I got
one more game that I want to touch on. I got one more game.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Okay, so we've got also to wrap up the Penn State thing. Everyone's like, how is James Franklin still employed? $51 million buyout. That's why he's still employed.
Right.
You know, the best week to do something embarrassing is when. Go ahead.
No. I'm just writing it down so I talk about it because I want to talk about it with UNC.
The best time to do something stupid is when someone has done something much stupider. Penn State lost to UCLA, which means there was not enough oxygen in the room to talk about Texas losing to goddamn Florida.
That was ridiculous.
I want to ask you right now, because I've got my theories. We're talking about them right now. What are your arch theories? Is it a Sarkisian theory? What do you think is going wrong with this offense?
I don't think they got enough girth up front. I don't think they've got enough bodies up front. Let's be fair. I'm not making an excuse for Arch. I was all in on Arch. Not making an excuse because Arch, he looked like he thinks he has a million years behind the line.
Yeah.
That ball, and I tried to explain this to my wife, and she truly was like, I don't understand what you're saying. I was like, it's got to be bop, bop, ba, ball. Bop, bop, ba, ball. Bop, bop, ba, ball. Bop, bop, ba, ball. And she's like, "What? How do you know that?" And I was like, "She's like, you don't know the plays." And I was like, I know how much time he has, and I know what his offensive line can do. So it's either ball or run. That's it. That's what it has to be. And literally, for people listening, please count it that way. Not 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. No, I'm talking about footsteps. 1, 2, 3, ball. 1, 2, 3, ball. 1, 2, 3, ball. 1, 2, 3, ball. That's what it has to be. You're an offensive lineman.
Yep.
You know that's what it has to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem that I'm seeing.
So that's why I wanted to differentiate the question to you. Because for you and I, as particularly just being nerds, a lot of it becomes a personnel issue where we're like, they're not blocking and he's holding the ball too long. However, if
those things can't go together.
Those, of course. But if I look at say, is the problem Sark? Why are we not seeing? And when people say, this is one of those things I want to deconstruct really quickly. You'll hear the offense needs to get into a rhythm. A lot of that means seeing balls get caught. A lot of that means a lot of early three-step game. Why is Sark's early stuff not feel like it's slant hitch fade, like little like check with me stuff. Like I feel like there's a better way to get Arch started in these games with familiarity and coverages he's seen. Like, hey, guess what? If we're running slants and you're in man, that's a man beater.
Yeah.
The first time you see man on the field, call double slant, throw it just so Arch can get that confidence. Ball. But because it's not going to be 1,000 reads. It's going to be, okay, cool. He's got to step on him. He hit the slant on his, when he breaks, the ball's out. Like it's make it easy for the kid. And you said kid earlier, I want to emphasize, this is a fucking child who's playing SEC football behind, like you and I noted, not the best line. So if I'm Sarkisian, my number one priority is make this motherfucker feel like he is playing football in high school again and make it simple early.
Well, I mean, look, listen, neither one of us are geniuses. Sark is some sort of offensive wizard, genius, bullshit, whatever. But yeah, it should be ball. And if you can get ball out of the shotgun, guess what? You can get, instead of the ball coming out and I didn't like that you called me a nerd, but I do understand it because now I'm starting to think and I'm like, if you can get me the ball in shotgun and I take 3 beats, shotgun 3 beats, I never turn my back to the defense. I could still do a play action and stay in that same rhythm, move that linebacker, and that guy can be at 8 instead of at 4 because we have more time because I already got the ball 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Like, so yeah, I am a nerd. I guess that's all I'm saying is like, if you get the ball 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, you do a fake thing to, what is it, Wingo? I keep getting all these guys' names. It's not that. It's like Wesnit or something. Wingo's a wide receiver. And then I got Wesco, who's a wide receiver.
It changes at this point. Look, you're doing the best you can.
And if you can do that, give me that linebacker in, give him to me. And then boom, right there, throw a 2-ball. And I know Arch can throw a 2-ball, right? Like the up and down before the safety, after the linebacker, he can throw a 2-ball. Like he doesn't have to be Patrick Mahomes. Make him not be Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But we're like, I asked the question a week ago, like, who is QB1 right now?
In the draft?
Just in the country. Not for yardage, but
it's Carson Beck. I said that without reservation or hesitation. Oh
wow.
We gotta remember the first month he played in the rain in Miami. It rained every game.
That can't be the right answer. I mean, here's the thing. It probably is the right answer.
Your boy Cade ain't it.
Oh, I know. I know Cade's not it. That's why I asked the question. I know Cade's not it. I know Gunner's not it. I know that Garrett Nussmeier's not it. Arch isn't it. Are we going to Dante Moore? Is that his name at Oregon? Are we going all the way out there?
Do you believe in that? You know, it's not Drew Hour.
Good.
It's not Drew Hour.
It's not. Oh, buddy.
I don't know how we talked about Penn State the whole time and never mentioned this motherfucking quarterback.
Well, it's pretty good to not mention him because he doesn't want anyone to mention him.
No one look at me.
Like, it's not Nico Iamaleava. It's not Mayava at USC, which, by the way,
it's not Pavia.
Diego is climbing.
He's got he's got all the intangibles you ask for.
You know what he is? He's this year's Dylan Gabriel.
I like that. That's good. Good analogy.
Yeah.
It's not old buddy at Alabama.
No. Was that Ty?
It could be based on them opening up that offense. It might turn out to be just a number from a sheer numbers perspective.
Don't do it.
Who is it then?
I mean, I think MTR had a chance, but he broke his hand.
And
here's the thing I'll say, DePalm. Explaining to people that when you break one of these bones in here, you can't put a cat. So I'm going to put it this way. If he played any other position in football, which goes back to us saying that quarterbacks are specialists.
Just tall kickers.
if he played any other position in football, what are they going to do if you break one of your metacarpals? What are they going to do?
Take that son bitch up, put a pad on, and get you out there, baby.
You're going to have a humongous club on your hand, and you just go play. Now, if you're quarterback, a delicate baby, and you break one of your metacarpals,
all right,
and you can't hold a football,
what good are you?
You're useless. They'll send you, like, I'm going to be out. Columbia would have sent you out there with a club on.
I play with guys who play with the clubs. Yeah,
for sure. They would have sent me out there with a club on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I broke my left thumb. I'm left-handed, by the way, which is a curse, and I know I get it. My life's been cursed for the whole time. I'm not upset about it. I broke this right here. This is what I broke. They thought I broke, so they fucked up. They thought I broke my wrist because of the swelling. The swelling started down here.
Yeah.
But what I broke was this. You know what these motherfuckers did? They made a hand. They made a mold of my hand.
I've had that thing
with the extra part up here, so that I can still lift weights. They're like, no, man, you still gonna be in it. It went up. It went up, and the bench press just was in here. And I was like, okay. And they're like, and also you can take it off when you get to class.
I've been there.
You can take it off when you get to class, and then you can type on your laptop. And I was like, first of all, you think I'm going to class? That's ridiculous. Second of all, I hate this. And I practice in this thing, and then they just wrap the whole thing up. And you just got a club that you're not even allowed to use. But you play quarterback. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Oh, my poor baby. Oh, you're so precious.
It's a wrap.
So you can't do nothing. And if you can't hold the football, you can't generate velocity. Like I'm being serious right now. Like if you can't grab a shotgun snap and then grab the football and then put velocity behind it because your hand hurts, you can't play. And that's where Oklahoma is, and that's where MTR is right now, because he was speeding his way up the charts. Like that's just the reality to me. But yeah, man.
This is a great time to mention that. Is Red River this weekend?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to be a fucking rock fight.
I don't know what it looks like. I truly don't.
That Oklahoma defense will still fuck up Arch if he lets them.
Oh, yeah. They're angry and mean. And I like it. I love it. Like Venables, it feels like Venables finally has he's in his groove. Like this is he's got a roster he can build with. Yeah, this isn't like John Denver in his electric era. This is like peak John. Is that right? Is it Bob Dylan? Sorry, I said John Denver. Who's John Denver?
You're outside my wheelhouse. John Denver's Take Me Home Country Roads. Isn't that John Denver?
See, we really fucked up now.
No, you dragged us into this fucking this valley of Caucasoid music. I don't know, man. Jesus.
John Denver. It is John Denver. It's John Denver. He goes into his electric era. Yeah. There you go.
All right. That's pretty good. One more question about Florida beating Texas. As a Georgia fan, I'm just impressed that this coach can inspire his team to save his job year after year. Give Billy Napier a lifetime contract.
I mean, I don't know. The defense is good.
The defense is very good. They've gotten tired in some of these other games, but they held out in this one. Defense is very good, yes.
The defense
is good. He's an offensive coach, right? Is he supposed to be the offensive guy?
Look, man, wasn't Jim McElwain supposed to be the offensive guy?
Okay, fair enough.
Like, it's not like this team, they only get good players. Who are the best offensive players that we've seen in the last 20 years at Florida? 20 years. Tim Tebow's at the very front.
So with Hernandez, too.
And Percy Harvin. So a murderer and a guy who beat up a coach, yes.
You mean the receivers coach, Percy Harvin? Because once he beats up his coach, that's his job.
Yeah.
It's no longer you
But,
no
like,
longer work here, sir.
From think about it, from 2000 what? Let's call it 2009.
Okay. Ugh,
From 2009
dry.
until now, this team has been defense forward.
Yeah, that's very true.
And they don't like that.
Hey.
They don't want to win that way. I saw
Put some shit up under buddy. Mullen put us some shit up.
But it wasn't the way they liked it.
No, it wasn't fun and gun, but it was still they just putting numbers up. But I hear
It's one of those, like, it's Florida, USC. I think those are the top two schools that have a way they like to win. And if they don't win that way, they're not happy. And I mean, meanwhile, you look around the rest of the college football world, motherfuckers is like, we just want to try to win ever. Like, just get a win. I don't care if it's 7-6.
So
I'll take it. Because what we like, you're like, we're mad we didn't score 56 points. Bruh, I don't care. What it was 12-11. How do we even get 11? Doesn't matter. We almost won that one. Feel good about it. It's ridiculous.
So on the piggyback of that, it's been 30 minutes, and I'd feel like I wasn't doing my journalistic duties if I didn't bring up WRAL.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me catch up listeners who don't care that much about this stuff. WRAL is a news outlet out of Raleigh. Is it out of Raleigh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yes.
RAL. And they broke some reporting in this week about, like, so those of you who are new to college football who came to these things were like, damn, DePaul and Felder like this sport. They shouldn't joke around about it. Cool. Glad you're here. I need to explain to you something about the we're fucked timeline. Somewhere along the line, sometime in everyone's program, you've all seen it. I saw it with Jim Donnan. You'll see it other places. Somewhere, everyone decides that we're fucked. And then the leaks start. And it's never like one or two leaks. It's always the first article is like players' parents, insiders to the program, alumni. The first one is where everyone's had their notes for all season and they decide to dump them. That happened this week at UNC. We got reports of players who came with Steve Belichick from Washington getting preferential treatment. One player's family, the only family, getting on-field access. We got players who are starting quarterbacks who are getting no NIL money. They brought in quarterbacks who got a bunch of NIL money, and then they forced out of the program. You got Mike Lombardi typing on a typewriter, saying he's going to revolutionize the way they do college football. Felder, I know you've had a long fucking week. What is let's start wide and go small. Let's go backwards, go forwards. What is you and I, for the record, you and I were on these very same airwaves this summer saying this is going to go poorly. What I think is super interesting is it went poorly in every way we thought it could, and then it's going poorly in new ways that we didn't think it would. What's your reaction to the reporting at WRAL?
It's the same stuff I've been hearing. Like, here's the thing. Everybody else is reading that and getting, like, new stuff. This is what I've already been hearing. This is what people tell me already. I had to take a break on Saturday. I usually file a video on Saturday after the game. I had to stop and just, like, read everything from my phone because my teammates are texting me. And it went from, I've got teammates that are texting me that they can't get tickets going into TCU weekend, where I'm trying to facilitate that and, like, move those around and get those to one of our guys, one of our directors of engagement. And I'm trying to do that, to same guys texting me, man, this team is worse than we were. Now, if you want to see what worse than we were looks like, look up 2003 UNC. That was my freshman year. Go ahead and look it up. You can find the Greg Jones video where we had the top returning tackler in the country, and Greg Jones freaking popped his top, and he was my mentor. He was my mentor. That's my mentor. Like my they paired everybody with somebody your freshman year, and that was my guy. And my first game, he got his top popped off, and I was like, God damn. You can go and look at, I think it's 05 or 06. I think it's 05. Look at the Vernon Davis. I never in my life have ever thought, I don't want to be in the game. I was always ready to get in the game.
Yeah.
And in 2005, when we played Maryland, I was like, don't put me in. Vernon Davis is just
predator-looking motherfucker.
This dude is killing us. I was like, I will make fun of y'all every day. This is hilarious. God dang. This is terrible.
It's not happening to me. I do not want it to happen to me.
I'm not going in there. That dude is a monster. But everyone, they're like I got text messages from teammates that were like, bro, they worse than us, because it seemed like they don't even like each other.
So let me stop you there for a second. So there's been additional reporting. Apparently, Armand Hawkins, cornerback coach, was not at practice due to allegations about the benefits that came from the report. On Tuesday, there was allegedly a fight between two players in the locker room, which, for the record, this is one of those things that happens in losing programs, but doesn't usually make the news. A UNC parent told WRAL their son doesn't want to go to the facility because it's so toxic. People are saying Belichick doesn't speak to them on campus. Belichick didn't speak to – I want to make something very clear. Part of being a college football coach is dealing with parents and boosters. He is failing – like, full stop before we get to on the field product.
We already talked – that was brought up as the hire was happening.
But I didn't know that he wasn't talking to parents, like no text messages, no outreach until I still think he does.
I did know that. That's the thing I've known.
That's fucking crazy.
He doesn't want to talk to anyone. He doesn't want to do scholarship dinners. And it's a two-way street. I will say this, like, not to defend him, but I will say that, like, we had someone FOIA'd it, but there was an email that sticks out in my mind where like 1970 graduate from UNC, a lady, she was like, I never thought we'd be a laughing stock. Like, I never thought we'd be an embarrassment. Being an embarrassment is a huge part. I live in South Charlotte, man. And it is about keeping up with the Joneses and, you know, looks and all this stuff. And like, we go to a swimming racket club, dude. Like, this is ridiculous. But those are the same people who give the most money. We call them big rams. Those people give the most money.
Yeah.
And there are two things. Do you think – so hang on. I got the calculator right here. 1970 – hang on. I got to do it a different way. I fucked that math up real bad. 2020 – I fucked that up. 2025 minus 1970 – 55, right? That's 55 years. Then you add in the fact that you graduate when you're what, 21? You think a 76-year-old wants to go to a scholarship dinner with Jordan?
I can't imagine they would.
Have you seen her box at games? This isn't a nasty thing. I'm talking about the skybox, like the suite.
No one. I hate you. Yeah, she's all alone. She's not around any alumni, no mothers of players, no distinguished people who've been there, no board of trustees folks, none of that shit.
So these people, and I will say this, and I'm not even saying it with like a plum. I don't know if it's the right thing or the wrong thing. I just know it is the way. These people, if you are anywhere from, I guess, wow, I'm aging into it, but if you're 40 to 75, 77, 78, you have a thing that you're expecting about UNC.
Yes.
Don't be embarrassing. We're not going to be great, which is why I want to outlaw the term sleeping giant.
Smart.
Everyone should pay me for that. They should give me money every time they use it. But you aren't going to be an embarrassment, and you're not going to be a joke. So as you go back through the WRAL stuff, and I talked to my man Chip Patterson, I talked to Richard Johnson, I talked to Andrew Jones. We actually did 2 videos together yesterday. You can see how they're trying to find a way to get out from under all this, right? You mentioned the coach that wasn't there because of recruiting violations. So guess what? You don't have to pay him. You don't have to pay him.
And so that's become like the new wave of ways to negotiate down these buyouts. Is,
yes,
hey, there's recruiting violations. The number's a number we're not comfortable with. Let's see if we can massage this down to where everyone feels good. The other facet that you're hearing now, and again, you know a lot more about this than I do, but if I'm hearing it, that means that it's gotten to a boiling point.
Right.
That he's looking for a soft landing spot in coaching and or media. And so I want to address what the coaching thing first. We'll talk about like kind of leverage and if he has any or what the hell is going on here. The Cowboys' job, hiring Brian Schottenheimer was weird, right?
Yeah,
okay. One of the reasons he didn't go full bore into the Falcons' job is because the Cowboys' job came open during that time.
Can we just
get it?
Is it possible he's just maybe not that good?
That's always been my theory of like, hey, he is 70 some odd years old. We all lose our fastball at some point. Father Time's undefeated. Just like the sidelines and never miss a tackle. Father Time's never miss a tackle. And I think Father Time may have wrapped this old boy up.
Like, it could be that. Like, I watched when he was young, when he coached the Browns, them motherfuckers suck.
Sorry as hell. But it's also like a culture of what he calls success ends up being sycophants. Dog, the fact that he was like, Mike Lombardi's my first hire. Like, we all started laughing then. Mike Lombardi once wrote a book about himself called Football Genius. That is a true fact.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm taking it to listeners.
Like, the thing for me is it's really hard to see a place that you do care about. They're basically fighting a 2-front war. And for people that aren't like history buffs, a 2-front war is maybe is the hardest thing to win. That's why we got Russia involved in World War II. Like, you come at them from this way, then you come at them from that way, and then all of a sudden you squeeze, and that's the whole thing. And this is what they're fighting a war against people who
pincher maneuver is what it's called.
Yes. Okay, sorry, I didn't say it right. I said 2-front war. I thought that was good enough. But you squeeze them, right? So you're right, pincher maneuver. So what they're doing is
yeah, clap them up.
They're dealing with alumni, boosters, negative publicity, the embarrassment, all that, plus on the field not being good. Plus on the field and off the field, again, the product that you're trying to put out also is a problem. And they're having problem with each other. So can you imagine, like, to go back into history terms, the idea that you've got troops that are out there that are basically starving, they're hungry, they're cold. That's this side, that's the football side. Then on this side, you've got a well-endowed bunch of people that are pushing you away and squeezing it together. Like, that's hard to deal with. Like, you can't, and there's no way, because they've tried to change the conversation into this is a rebuild. It's not a rebuild. If it was a rebuild, why would you bring in a 6th-year senior? If it was a rebuild, why would you bring in a 5th-year senior? If it was a rebuild, why would you do that? Why would you? You wouldn't. Because if you're going to rebuild, I don't know how you would build a house, D-Palm, but I would build a house from the motherfucking foundation. Know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about I don't give a fuck about the drywall right now. If it's a rebuild, I'm not worried. I want the studs to be plumb. I want my footings to be set. Like, I know about building houses. I built a few houses in my life, like, just so y'all know. This ain't a joke. I've also, by the way, had some appliances stolen because I didn't put on the construction locks. That was a bad thing that I did, and I did cost my company a lot of money.
UD pod, y'all.
Like that was a bad. I did that, and I was lazy. I went to go get hot dogs from the 7-Eleven up the street, and then I just was like, they'll be fine.
But like that's
the
actually a good
doors,
analogy for what's about to happen at UNC.
Yeah, but
there's no lock-in rebuild because there's no faith in your program. Like if you guys do have talent in that building, it's going to leave.
How many players will finish this season at UNC? They have we know they have 105 in theory. How many of these guys don't already jump in and they're like, I'm not doing it anymore? That's the scary part.
Yeah, that's the and as quickly as NIL can build a program, it can crater one too. And like that's like you said, that's the extreme downside that I'm nervous about for UNC.
But it sounds like the same thing as the Belichick stuff, or not Belichick. Belichick coach he worked for Belichick, Charlie Weiss, where he was like, we will have a system. I sound like Donald Trump now, but he's like, we're going to have a schematic advantage in every game that we play in.
Schematic advantage was the phrase that made every other coach want to beat his ass.
And then they got their behinds whooped. And I don't know. I was talking to Andrew from Tar Heel 24/7, and he was like, what have we seen at halftime from this team? What have we seen from a halftime adjustment standpoint? Nothing.
You know what you did see? You know what you saw last week?
A touchdown?
Dabo talked to a priest and decided to call it the dogs.
He called the dogs up. That's just like that's. And a couple of my teammates brought that up. They were like, "Bro, at least when we were in those games,
Dabo finding Jesus.
Like at least when we were in those, he'd live with Jesus. You don't need to find him. He got him on speed dial.
Darkest hours of his day, he's like, you know what? The Lord said to stop whipping y'all's ass.
And he did. I mean, we saw how many times? No, you play football. How many times you see the third string quarterback that it wasn't an injury emergency?
Not no third quarter,
bruh. The third string quarterback in the NFL, they don't even put him on the thing. He's just emergency.
He's listed as emergency. You're right. Something's gone horribly wrong.
This was like something gone horribly right for us. But let's put him in and see what he can do. We're going to kick the tires on this boy. That's ridiculous. And that's what I got. That my text, my phone, my text, people were like, yo.
You know how you know we're friends?
Tell me that's not the third string dude.
You know how I know we're friends?
How?
I didn't say shit to you.
And I appreciate that.
You know how I know I don't fuck with Joel Anderson from The Ringer?
Mm-hmm.
I'm at camp on Friday night enjoying some libations and a campfire with my friends. Why do I get a text from Joel Anderson from The Ringer says, losing to Princeton SMH? Because he has found his hater ass watching Columbia Princeton on a Friday night and texted me to talk shit.
Well, I'll tell you this. The fact that he is paying attention to that means that he does love you.
Some hater shit.
It's hater shit, but he does he cares enough to watch Ivy League football.
Oh, fuck you too. See, I didn't have to. Damn it.
I'm just saying. Am I wrong?
To be fair, I wasn't watching the game.
Yeah. He cares enough about you to watch Ivy League football and engage with you. Like that to me, that's not like if you went to that's not like if you went to Alabama and they were like, "Can you believe what's happening?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yo, I got ESPN Plus, bitch.
Everybody's on TV now.
I can watch this. I'm watching it because my friend,
all right, Felder,
my friend went to Columbia. Let's see what they're doing.
You're plugged in. You're smart. You've had to deal with this shit all week. How does he finish the season? Percentage me. Don't even yes or no. Percentage me. The double sigh.
The problem is he's not going to achieve what he wanted to achieve.
Obviously.
And everybody thinks about wins. I'm not talking about wins. What I'm talking about is get his kids jobs. His kids will not get jobs at UNC.
They can't.
They might not get jobs.
They
Period.
shouldn't. Dog, Mike
And
Lombardi
also,
what are we doing?
the other thing that I've heard, just, heard it through the grapevine.
Ear to the streets, baby.
I'm telling you, listen, your boy puts his ears on the train tracks. I know how far we are.
What's coming?
I know. Coaches are looking at other jobs already. They're like, I can't be here.
To go back to the we're fucked timeline is pretty far down it. when the staff's looking for other gigs, like, hey man, y'all hiring over there? Or so who's leaving in the off season? Who's getting offers? Like just trying to put out feelers.
Not even that, man. What I was told is they know they're not going to a bowl game. They want to be analysts on other staffs.
Fuck you, no way.
That's what I've heard.
Oh, it's abandoned ship time, guys. Yeah, you may not have 105
that's
players.
That's exactly the way that it was put, is the rats are jumping off the boat.
If 105 players on your roster today, I would say opening portal, you're going to lose a good 70% of them. Like this could be is when I tell people like the Dabo thing, like when you were like, do you want a slow walk or fast walk? This is why I say fast walk, because a slow walk, man, this is bad. Like this could be and the thing is, because of the paradigm we're currently in, the recovery is so much harder because UNC is a 6 to 7 to 8 win program at its best, correct?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I went there.
No, I know. I'm setting the stage for there's a list. It's not just you and me talking. Like we got people, 4 or 5 of them are going to hear this.
I'm just saying, like the reality to me is we got to stop saying sleeping giant.
Yes.
We're not.
No.
Like, if you want to take it as far back as we can go, like, I don't fucking care. I got time. Like, our state is not good at football. We're better than we were, but we don't even have spring football in high school. We don't have high school spring football. Where do our best players in high school football play?
University of Georgia and Alabama.
And Florida.
Thank you again for Keith, man. Keith Marshall. That was, and Todd Gurley too, man. That's
Todd Gurley, yeah, exports. Absolutely. Like, that's the reality. They don't even look at you and they're like, what? Chris Leak?
Gone.
Florida all day. DJ Humphrey?
Gone.
I'm just saying, like, we got a bigger problem overall. And then when you come in and essentially excavate, is that the right word? Excavate?
Yeah.
Take away all the things that tie you to this state. Bring in a bunch of people from Minnesota, Washington that have no ties to the state. Bring in, obviously, Lombardi and then Lombardi's kid and then your 2 kids and bring in all that. Oh, wow. Yes, you have Natron Means. Great. Fantastic. Can I say
the worst part about that article is finding out Lombardi's son was the quarterback's coach?
Yeah.
That was the one that I literally stopped reading. Like, oh, shit. This is way worse than I thought it was.
They have a good coach, and it's Freddie Kitchens. And this all started with the idea that they were going to fire Freddie Kitchens and think that was going to be the thing that saved everything.
It's the only thing making y'all look serious.
And then they were like, oh, no. This could be bad. Garrick McGee will be our offensive coordinator. We're fucked, dude. Our shit is cooked. I've been texting I'm like, yo, it's cooked. Like, and not in a good way. Like, this is not like hibachi. Like, this not stir fry. This not hibachi.
Who put sushi on the grill? Y'all did it wrong. Sushi's supposed to be raw. What is wrong?
It's supposed to be cold as hell. You put it on a hot lady's body and you eat it that way. This is not that. You're going to burn her ass up.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying, that's the reality.
So with all your insider knowledge, and the thing I think that I always come back to you on this because it's so important, people discount it these days, institutional knowledge.
Exactly, yes.
Who to talk to, when to talk to, how to talk to them, how to get what you need done. Say what you will about Mac Brown. They brought him back twice because that motherfucker will shake your hand. He will know your kids' names.
To talk to people.
He will work a fucking room because he is Mac fucking Brown. This motherfucker's like, why would I talk to anyone? Like, that's not the school. You're not at Alabama. You're not. And even there, you got a glide hand, baby. Go. And why does Miss Terry exist? One, because Nick needs somebody to soften his edges.
Right, but Miss Terry,
all this shit he don't want to do.
Miss Terry, she will. The people that give them the money, we need the money. Miss Terry is two things. Miss Terry can talk to them on like an adult level.
Yep. And
then they don't feel weird about their husbands talking to Miss Terry.
At all.
And I'm sorry to say this out loud, but they don't. These I live in South Charlotte. This shit is, I don't know how I got here.
But you there?
It's steep. It's upper crust bullshit. Like, I'm telling you, dude, I pull doors every day at this school, and the amount of Range Rovers and Teslas and like all Rivians, like, what the fuck are we doing? Because I can tell you what, the Tesla door handle, if your kid can't open that door handle, if your kid can't open the door handle from the inside, I can't help you.
You tracking that motherfucker, man. I'm sorry.
What?
I guess you just tracking that car, kid. Sorry. See you later. Try again tomorrow.
Yeah. I push it here. I push it here. Why don't y'all have the things like the Range Rovers have smooth doors, and then when you unlock it, the handle comes out. Why don't you have that?
Because Range Rovers are made by people who make cars. Teslas are made by ketamine addicted assholes.
I'm just like, but I know these people. Like, I live near these people. I'm around them. And like Quail Hollow, Carmel Country Club, like being embarrassed is on a high level of no for them.
Their biggest fear in the world.
Yes, being embarrassed. And now, and also, I don't know if you know this, they're trying to get rid of the Dean Dome.
Why?
It's old.
Oh, money. Okay. I thought there was like
it's still got all the way to the floor urinals, which me personally, I like. I like those. But instead of, and because UNC been so fucked up to everybody, no one wants to let them use like their arenas. Because in my mind, what you should just do is gut it, replace everything, make it new. But they'd have to play, I guess, maybe in Greensboro.
For a year or two?
Yeah. And they're like, well, we don't want to do that. So we're going to move it to Carolina North. And so, again, talk about two-front war. These people around here, we got Barca loungers in the Dean Dome.
I didn't know that.
Bro, they got lazy boys.
It's kind of dope.
For old people, to make it feel better for them to sit in stadium.
They know where the money is.
Yeah.
And the money's how we got here. The money wanted Belichick.
Yeah. And now
is the money ready to admit it was wrong?
They are embarrassed.
Very much.
So, yeah. And they're going to work. They'll cook the books and find ways to recruiting violations and buy out. Like, it's football, too. They don't give a shit about it anyways.
That's what you and I said when this whole thing started. I was like, this is a basketball school. What are they doing?
Yeah. But the problem, here's what I will say. I know we got to go, but here's a real problem. If this is a team that realistically in the next 4 to 5 years of college football, of college sports, they want to be viable, you're going to have to be in the Big Ten or the SEC. And if you don't have a viable football program, who's going to want you? Like, who's going to want you?
That's the depressing, like, big picture look at what college sports is turning into. Look, but you're right, yeah.
Like Stanford, if you're looking at sports programs, even UCLA, you're looking at sports programs.
To speak with them.
What?
Stanford got a $20 million football donation.
Oh, I did. Yes, I saw that. I thought you were talking about
That's fucking crazy. I was just like, yo, what the fuck? I think I cursed out loud when I read it.
Right. But what I'm saying is like, if you don't, you have to be viable as a team.
To be attractive.
You have to be viable. And that's the part where this is a major setback. Because they thought that what they were doing, what did they kept calling it the 33rd NFL team?
Ooh, just
there are Chapel Bill shirts in the garbage can.
Y'all couldn't just be a football team. You had to be a movement. And here we are.
Chapel Bill shirts in the garbage.
It's my favorite trademark filing. Because it is and I really love about this, and I'm gonna let you do your outro and all the shit after this.
Yeah.
No one's blaming Jordan anymore. It's gone fully from this woman's ruined him to this motherfucker stinks.
Yeah, absolutely.
In record time. The misogyny was like, oh no. We have eyeballs, sir. This motherfucker stinks at his job.
Yeah, it's like it literally like like in my mind, and because I do drop off every day.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, your parents have a dented car. What are they up to? And then you realize that kid sucks hard.
Yes. Yeah.
They don't have time to get the car fixed because they got to come to school all the time because you suck.
Felder, tell everyone they can find you. And also, prep that hand in the dirt because y'all getting a voicemail from me.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Hand in the Dirt. It's a gardening podcast about football. You can find us on all the podcast apps. I'm at itsfelder.substack.com. Check that out as well. I just spilled Gatorade on my notebook. Oh, no. This is bad. And then, obviously love doing this. And, Tar Heel 24/7. And it's, you know what? We broke the seal on being critical. And now we're just going for it. So check out Tar Heel 24/7.
WRAL, they were the first canary in the coal mine to me. Once that got out and we saw the follow-up reporting, I was like, oh, it has burned these reporters. It has burned these notebook seasons. We're not protecting a goddamn thing. All those stories you've heard in passing, here they are, kids.
Yeah.
And, so you know what? It's not for a good reason, but I'm sure the job's become much more interesting.
I hate this shit, man.
I know you hate it, but it's not
like
boring.
Look, here's the thing. I'm not a reporter.
Yeah. You're an analyst.
I'm an analyst. And what I do is
analyze this motherfucker.
every little nugget that I get, I try to kick it to reporters.
Yeah.
When I get a nugget, I try to kick it to reporters. And it's sourced by this guy. And so I say, hey, I heard this from him. I heard this from him. I'll send a screenshot of something my teammate said. I'll send it to them. But like, that's not me. I don't break news. I don't do stories. All I do, I watch. I worry about what happens between the white lines. And now I've got to deal with all this other stuff, and my phone's about to die, and I'm going to lose my mind. And I feel insane. We're having salad tonight for dinner. So I got to make dressing. This is crazy.
Make sure y'all follow Felder. Make sure you follow the Substack. This has been UD Pod, man. We are here twice a week, every week. Excited to be here. Probably going to have a YouTube exclusive this weekend because Susan and Matthew are out of the house. So I got a little free time. So we'll see what happens there. But as always, brought to you by DaleandPaulMortgages.com. If you can pay your rent, you can pay a mortgage. It's my job to show you how. Make sure you check out Life, Love, and Real Estate this week, talking about the concept of home, what makes you feel at home, makes you feel safe. And also make sure you're here every week. You found us, don't you dare lose it. Subscribe on iTunes, subscribe on Spotify, subscribe, that's right, on the YouTube at UDPod66. And we'll be back next week with another episode on Tuesday, and then back next week for Felder Friday, where I'm going to parachute into Hand in the Dirt via their voicemail line. I'm very excited for that. That was your show. There is no outro. See you guys next week.